You're listening to Soundside. I'm Libby Dankman. The holidays. It's a time to gather with friends and family to enjoy one another's company as we light candles or sit by a tree and contemplate the years passing. It's also a time to argue with said friends and family about some really, really dumb stuff. Is Die Hard a holiday movie? Should Mariah Carey officially be crowned Queen of Christmas? The answer is yes. Has there ever been a good Hanukkah song? We're going to get to that in a little bit. You'll be debating hard-hitting questions like this, and on Soundside, we're here to help you win an argument. That's our gift to you this year. So today we're pitting 3 movies, songs, and local events against each other to determine a winner in a totally original game we are calling Kiss, Marry, Kill. And of course, the Mary is spelled like Santa, Merry. We couldn't do this alone, so joining me to determine the best and worst in holiday media are 2 local experts. Betty Wetter is a Seattle drag queen and host of monthly drag variety show Tush at the Clockout Lounge, and Juno Men is a comedian and co-host of the Moth Storytelling Slam here in Seattle. Thank you both for joining me.
Thank you so much. Honestly, I might be the queen of Christmas, but I'll give it to Mariah. I'll give it to Mariah right now.
You're trying to go up against Mimi? You braver than I thought. Oh my gosh.
Are we just can we spend the next 20 minutes just fighting out who the Queen of Christmas is? Because I cannot tell you the number of bad holiday movies I watch every year. And I feel like I should get something out of that.
Yeah. Okay. You've been building up to this for sure. We've brought you here for a coronation. Okay, so I know that you both have material. This is, again, you're experts, so you've brought a lot of research and you're really ready to talk about what we should consider when it comes to Kiss, Marry, Kill. We're going to get to that battle in just a second. But just to get a feel for where you fall when it comes to holiday movies, I'm hearing from Juno, you are absolutely watching a ton of holiday movies every year. Betty, are you also a big holiday movie person? Do you have anything that you think makes a great holiday movie?
I absolutely am. I start the season with Christmas, not Christmas movies. I'm a big fan of the Die Hard, Long Kiss Goodnight. I love all of those. And then as we get closer and closer, I get into those cheesy classics. I want Home Alone. I want the Santa Claus. I want the terrible Hallmark movies because, tis the season. Be cringe. I love it.
Yeah, I mainline Hallmark personally. Juno, are you like a sophisticated cinephile when it comes to holiday, or are you just fully open to the cheese?
No, I'm an absolute trash holiday person. I will watch holiday movies that are streaming on YouTube because no major streamer will carry it. My favorite holiday movies are the ones that aired on ABC Family 25 years ago that can't find a home anywhere else, and you have to watch the 480p version that someone bootlegged on YouTube.
All right, so Kiss, Marry, Kill, we are going to get right into it here with holiday movies. Our choices have been selected by each of the panelists here. So myself, Betty, and Juno. We have The Happiest Season from 2020, Deck the Halls from 2006, and this is the one I brought forward, A Christmas Carol, but I'm not going to tell you which one until we get to this selection. So, Juno, you picked The Happiest Season, and we're going to have a little clip here for listeners to get a taste of what they're in for.
I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm finally going to meet everyone.
There's something that we should talk about. Hi! I didn't tell my parents I'm gay.
So who do they think I am?
This is Harper's orphan friend, Abby.
Yes, of course. They're there.
You're so brave.
Okay, Juno, take it away. Why is this your selection?
Okay, I feel like the queer community gets so few prestige quality films. And this is not a prestige piece of movie making, to be very clear. It just has all the prestige actors who are getting their payday for a holiday movie. It has Kristen Stewart, it has Mackenzie Davis, it has Aubrey Plaza. It's all of the actors that are really working it today and competing for all the BAFTAs and the Golden Globes and the Oscars, and they are phoning it in so that they can make it rain for the holidays.
So you're saying basically that it's okay to have these folks who have some prestige outside of the holiday movie, as long as it is like they're making schlock, basically, that's acceptable.
This is basically their Transformers movie, okay? They're selling out. We know that they're getting a payday. It's okay. It's as long as we have that understanding, we can enjoy the film. Is this like top tier holiday trash and treacle? No, definitely not. But is it something that a lot of people are going to watch? 100%.
Have you seen this one, Betty? I haven't seen this one, but I'm going to have to pick it up.
I did watch this one. I think of it as a horror movie, honestly. Watch this on Halloween. It truly, I haven't watched it in several years, so I cannot point out any plot points to you, but I specifically remember the cringe going into my veins and fully being felt during this movie. And I sort of wish this experience had happened to me, because I think that I would get so much material from being in this experience where my partner is not out to their family. And, my advice to people who are out for their family is, lean into it, go hardcore conservative, so much so that you scare them at Christmas dinner. Honestly, I wanted to see that in this movie.
Okay, Kristen Stewart vehicle, The Happiest Season. That's our first possibility here for Kiss, Marry, Kill. Betty, you brought a 2006 selection that is Deck the Halls, and this is a movie that has Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick, so two comedy legends really here. Let's get a little clip for listeners to get a taste of Deck the Halls.
In the peaceful town of Cloverdale, Dr. Stephen Finch was Mr. Christmas.
This is a busy time of year, so we have to have a game plan. All must-sing caroling requests to be submitted in writing.
Until the competition moved in.
Who moves in the middle of the night?
I'm Buddy Hall. We just moved in across the street.
Okay, Betty, why is this your selection for Kiss, Marry, Kill?
Okay, Danny DeVito, my personal choice for sexiest man alive. I absolutely adore the man, and this is the original Christmas light fight. This whole movie is about one-upping each other in the Christmas light game, and it gets so extreme, and it is so much fun to watch these two battle it out and their family dynamics, and then tying it into the holidays. It's just a super fun watch.
There is something about just having rivalries playing out during the holidays, because it's all going to turn out okay. They're going to realize what the true meaning of Christmas is at the end, and how have we been so blind? But letting them just get more absurd and raise the stakes over and over again. It's super fun. Juno, have you seen this one?
I have not seen this one, but I'll throw this out there. I'll watch any movie that has Danny DeVito and this guy narrating the trailer. I don't know what his name is, but this iconic voice, I will watch every movie that he narrates the trailer for.
It brought me back. Yeah, I love that guy. Whoever it is out there, shout out. I wonder if he's still with us, but his voice is just like a warm blanket and like a scotch, and you're just transported.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of warm blankets and scotch, that's how I feel cuddling with Danny DeVito makes someone feel. He's the physical embodiment of a warm blanket and a glass of scotch.
It's the dream. It's every girl's dream. Okay, so that was Deck the Halls. That is Betty Wedder's selection for Kiss, Marry, Kill Christmas Movie Edition. Now we get to my selection, which is A Christmas Carol. But it's not just any Christmas Carol. I'm kind of cheating because I brought the version of the Christmas Carol which is maybe the most out of the box. It is called A Diva's Christmas Carol. It stars Vanessa Williams, and it was straight to VHS, straight to VH1. It used to play all the time in the early 2000s on VH1. Here's the clip.
What happens when you cross a spoiled singer?
People have no idea how to treat a superstar.
With the meanest person in the history of Christmas.
You are Ebony Scrooge? Just Ebony, if you don't mind.
You get a thoroughly nasty character.
Okay, Vanessa Williams in all her glory. She is Ebony Scrooge, not Ebenezer, please. This, again, used to play all the time on VH1. Kathy Griffin, everybody, is the ghost of Christmas Past. amazing performance. You also have Chili from TLC as the Jacob Marley character. This is only available right now to purchase as a DVD on Amazon. You cannot find it streaming anywhere, which is shocking. But does anybody remember this from the VH1 days? Any?
Oh, I watched this when it came out, actually. First of all, Vanessa Williams, American hero. Yes. Like, we have completely overlooked her at so many points in her career. And if Kathy Griffin came into my house in the middle of the night, we are absolutely having a sleepover. I want this to happen.
Okay, except the reason Kathy Griffin is there as the Ghost of Christmas Past is to point out that Ebony Scrooge basically like embezzled money from her dead friend's memorial. And I mean, there was like a lot of bad stuff going on.
I've not seen this movie. I've not seen this version of A Christmas Carol. But does like her moral sins get washed away and negated because she learns the value of Christmas at the end of the movie? Because if so, I'm down with this.
Oh my God. How did you know, though? That's the crazy thing, is how you have such premonition powers. Okay, now we have to do the really difficult task of saying kiss, marry, or kill to each of these incredible classics. Juno, I'm going to put you on the spot. Kiss, marry, kill. I mean, which one are you going to kiss, marry, kill out of A Diva's Christmas Carol, Deck the Halls, and The Happiest Season? What is your call?
Well, I gotta kiss Deck the Halls because can't pass up the opportunity to make out with a warm blanket and cup of scotch. So that's the easy part. What am I gonna kill? I've never seen A Diva's Christmas Carol, and I feel like without having seen it, I wouldn't feel comfortable murdering it. So I think that I'm just gonna have to commit to a lifetime of A Diva's Christmas Carol and hope that the DVD lasts for 60 years. And that DVD players are going to continue to function for the decades to come. And then, unfortunately, I'll have to kill The Happiest Season, which my partner is going to be very, very happy to hear because I think they hate that movie. But I'll be
so
very
that will
sad.
Save your relationship, basically. We've
I
just
guess
saved
so.
your relationship.
Serena, if you're listening, Libby is helping us to save our relationship, apparently.
Betty, how do you feel about that order?
I'm in complete agreement with you on that. I'm kissing Danny DeVito. I want Kathy Griffin for the rest of my life. You know, like I think that's great. And I am not even scared to kill off Happiest Season. I think I probably should have killed it with the remote a few minutes into the movie when I first watched it. So I agree entirely.
I'm sure all of those very fine actors have already spent the money, so they are okay with that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. This has been just really educational, and I think it's going to help a lot of people with their movie watching choices this holiday. We do have to move on, though. We got some more work to take care of here.
Ho, ho, ho!
Okay, we have to take a quick break. You're listening to Soundside. I'm Libby Dankman, and I'm joined by drag queen Betty Wetter and comedian Juno Men to discuss what holiday movies, music, and events we should kiss, marry, M-E-R-R-Y, or kill this season. Kiss, marry, kill, just a very original game that we came up with on Soundside. That's in just a minute on KUOW. You're listening to Soundside. I'm Libby Dankman, and I'm joined by drag queen Betty Wetter and comedian Juno Men. We are having a little holiday fun today, talking about which holiday music, movies, and events that we would kiss, marry, or kill this season. Okay, up next, we are playing our game of Kiss, Marry, M-E-R-R-Y, Kill, holiday songs, and our selections are varied, and all of them, I think you could say, are very merry. Here's a little taste.
Sir, I wanna buy these shoes for my mama, please. It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are
just my size.
I'ma be under the mistletoe with you, shawty with you, shawty with you, under the mistletoe.
And you can laugh if you want to, but I'ma get a puppy for Hanukkah. Clarinet, no harmonica.
Okay, what a combination. You can tell that all comes from the same person's playlist, right? Absolutely. We're on the same page. Okay, that was The Christmas Shoes by New Song, all one word, Mistletoe by Justin Bieber, and Puppy for Hanukkah by Daveed Diggs. So, Juno, you suggested The Christmas Shoes, and this is a song by a band I'd never heard of. I had never heard this song before, but I have spent some time with it at this point. Tell me why you chose The Christmas Shoes for this Kiss, Marry, Kill.
I feel like I'm going to burn so many bridges in the world of entertainment today. It's a terrible song. You're right to not know of the band or know of any of their other music. This is the one song of theirs that I would recommend listening to, and it's only because I love pouring sugar into my mouth on Christmas Day. It is a morality tale. I think it is pseudo Christmas propaganda about a man that's grumpy on Christmas and learns the value of the Christmas spirit by buying shoes at a store where a little boy is telling the cashier that his mom is going to die and he needs to buy shoes for her so that she has nice shoes when she meets Jesus. And then he goes, and I understood that day that God put me in that department store so that I could float that kid $17 so that he could buy his mom shoes and we could all learn the value of Christmas.
That's the real story, everybody. Yeah.
It's really funny that you chose this, Juno, because I saw this performed by the original band in a mega church when I was in high school. And it was the moment I stopped believing in God. And
the Christmas Shoes did it.
Yeah, I love this song.
I don't think I can add anything to that except that this was the first time I'd ever heard this song. I don't have the deep history with it that Betty does. And two thoughts came to mind. One was that this man believes that basically God made this lady die and the son to suffer, the little boy to suffer trying to buy her a Christmas present just to teach him the meaning of Christmas. So that is this man's worldview. And two, are we sure that this little boy isn't running a scam and telling everybody that his mom is dying and then getting free stuff?
I've never thought of that perspective. That is actually genius.
That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, this kid just does this at every department store.
He is 100% doing that.
That's where my broken brain went immediately. Okay, we have to get to the next song. We're never going to get to the next song if we don't move on from the Christmas Shoes, because there could be like a whole thesis on this. Somebody could like get their grad school education finished with this. Okay, so Betty, you brought Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. Why was this your selection for Kiss, Marry, Kill?
Okay, first of all, it's the fourth highest selling Christmas single of all time. The year it came out, it actually beat out Mariah Carey's return to number one, which is like a great feat. Not many people have done that. And like the reviews for this song all said like, Biebs is sounding more smooth and intimate, sounding more adult because he was like 17 at the time this song comes out. And I think that in this song and through the music video, he's like metaphorizing this idea that much like Mistletoe, dating Justin Bieber is very toxic. And he shows that all throughout the song and through the music video. It's a very catchy song. It has got like plucky, hopeful guitar, and it's got great reggae themes, which traces back to Bieber's origins in Ontario, Canada, where reggae is famously from. No, I just think it's a super fun song.
I unironically have this on my mix because it is so catchy. It's not often that a new Christmas song that has been written in like the past several decades does catch on. And yeah, Biebs made Mariah, have a run for her money there. I generally like it. Okay, really quick, my song selection. So that was Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. My song selection for Kiss, Marry, Kill is actually from our producer, Sarah Leibovitz. She's put this forward. It is Puppy for Hanukkah by Daveed Diggs. Basically, the Disney Channel got Thomas Jefferson from Hamilton to do a Hanukkah song. Like, that's the backstory of this. Daveed Diggs is Jewish. The Disney Channel wanted to show diversity after 2020, the diversity of Judaism. And this song is from the perspective of a kid who's like very confident going into Hanukkah that he's going to get a puppy. But then he keeps getting like each night, he got socks, he got a sweater, starts to sweat it a little bit. We go on a journey. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but things turn out okay. Yeah, I genuinely think that it's a really fun bop and so few good Hanukkah songs out there. So this is my nomination for Kiss, Marry, Kill.
Is this like a 12 Days of Christmas kind of scenario where like every day of Christmas the kid just gets like starts out with 12 cats and then 11 pigeons and then like at the end gets just one puppy, but by the time they get the puppy they're overwhelmed with animals. They're just like, please stop.
That would be a great version. No, that's not what we have here. We have a child who's like continually, he's got so much swag and so much confidence, and then like the grind of the reality of the presents he's getting just like starts to get him down. But no. It's like overall, it's very sweet and uplifting. Okay, so we have a choice in front of us: Kiss, Marry, or Kill. And it's between Puppy for Hanukkah by Daveed Diggs, Mistletoe by Justin Bieber, and The Christmas Shoes by New Song. I am going to just say, if I was going to choose an order for this, I would marry Mistletoe because I really genuinely just love that song. I would probably kiss the Puppy for Hanukkah because the puppy is really, really cute. But the rap does make me a little bit like grit my teeth. And then I'm sorry, I would kill The Christmas Shoes, just like the dying mom. What do you guys think about that order?
Wow. Okay. One, I don't think you and I are ever going to be friends, Libby. I had some optimism coming into this. It was so lovely to meet you, but I'm pretty sure that you and I, like, you've just demonstrated so many fundamental differences in values that I don't think you and I can never get along. Because I would marry Christmas Shoes. Because either way, either I'm marrying a morality tale about the Christmas spirit and optimism, or I'm marrying into a really effective and probably lucrative scam of some kind. Like I'm coming up either morally or financially, one way or the other. I'm winning, and then I would kill Mistletoe just because I don't know much about that song, and it feels like we're at a point now where parting ways with Justin Bieber is not going to be all that costly. Though I wish you the best, obviously, Justin, because I know you're listening to this. And then I would, I guess, make out with a puppy.
Yeah, the make out with the puppy is, we can meet in the middle on that one at least.
Yeah, but to be very clear, not in a romantic way, just in an entirely platonic, I would let the puppy lick my face kind of way.
Yeah, the puppy would give you a bath. Betty, that's a really strong case, I must say. I have no rejoinder to that. Your thoughts before we move on?
I Libby, I'm with you on this one. I'm kissing the puppy. I absolutely cannot deal with Christmas Shoes, so we're killing it. And I'm bopping to Mistletoe. I'm leaning into that holiday joy, and Biebs, I love you because again, I know you're listening.
Well, you both love Justin Bieber too much and hate Christmas.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Ho, ho, ho!
Okay. We're going to get to our final three Kiss, Marry, Kill candidates, and that is events for our audience to consider. Betty, you have brought Bait Shop's Holiday Light Show. Why is this your selection?
It is the most extraordinary event in Seattle because you're sitting in Bait Shop between December 1st and December 31st, and every hour on the hour, Trans-Siberian Orchestra starts playing, and the employees are flicking the light switches to all of these Christmas lights that cover the ceiling. And if you are unaware, if you're just having dinner at Bait Shop and didn't know this is about to happen, it is mind-blowing. It is so magical and like so full of holiday joy. And if you sit there long enough, you can see it 3 times in a night. You will be pretty drunk by the time you get to that third one too.
Okay, and I love the lo-fi-ness of it, that it's people actually flipping the
that's
switches.
That's the best part.
Okay, we have to get to Juno's selection because she brought 2. Juno, you brought 2 selections because you're just that girl, I guess.
Wow.
And those are SantaCon and I love that we've started a rivalry during this panel. Okay, SantaCon and the Seattle Christmas Market. Why are these your selections?
Let me start out by saying I never thought that I'd find an arch nemesis in Seattle, and I'm so happy to have built this relationship with you, Libby. It is an adversarial relationship. It's one that keeps me up at night. It's one that I think really is the main driver for my sessions with my therapist. But I'm glad that we have one.
It keeps us sharp, I think, mutually. The respect and also the like absolute hatred that is brewing. It does. It keeps us sharp.
I agree on the hatred. Fighting. I don't know what kind of respect you're talking about. That's a presumption on your end. I think
it's the holidays, y'all. I can't take the fighting between the two.
Doesn't this feel authentic?
But to your point, Libby, yes, I did pick two events because I am that girl. The Seattle Christmas Market, which I've never gone to, but is just down the street from where I live. I live in Belltown. I do have it on my bucket list to eventually make it through there one day. But I can tell you right now, I'd probably kill that. And then the second thing is SantaCon, which I've also never participated in, but I've heard so many peripheral stories of, and would definitely like to experience that firsthand before I part ways with Seattle.
SantaCon is basically people dress up like Santa and go drinking, right? That's what SantaCon is? Okay, yeah, so. Just like the real Santa, just hopping from place to place, boozy as heck. Okay, so we've got SantaCon, Christmas Market, and the Bait Shop Holiday Light Show. I'm going to round us out with an event that I like to call Sitting on Santa's Lap, Local Mall Edition. For me, it was Bellevue Square Mall when I was growing up on the east side. It's not exactly scary, but it is extremely overwhelming and very, imprints very strongly on your brain. What do you guys think? Were you big? Did you have to do the Santa's lap pictures when you were kids?
I never got to sit on Santa's lap, and it is one of my greatest regrets from childhood that I never had that core memory built out. I feel like watching both the Miracle on 34th Street movies would have been an entirely more impactful experience for me had I had that firsthand childhood formative memory.
Had you smelled the strange person smell?
Listen, yes, I feel like I needed that experience of going to. We didn't have a fancy Bellevue mall where I grew up. I wanted to go to like the crappy falling down, like it's on the brink of economic collapse mall and smell the bourbon on Santa's beard. Never got to do that.
Betty, do you have any lovely photos of little Betty on Santa's lap?
I'm sure there's one of me absolutely sobbing because I was probably terrified of him, but I have a vivid memory of my dad surprising all of these kids. I believe we were like in a church fellowship hall, and me ruining everything for everyone as I pulled his beard down and said, "That's just my dad." Just ruining Christmas for all of the children, But why was Santa in the church also?
I kind of want to marry just that memory of you pulling the beard off. Okay. Our final selection here, everybody, panelists. It all comes down to this: Kiss, Marry, Kill. Mall Santa sitting on Santa's lap, Bait Shop Holiday Light Show, or SantaCon and the Seattle Christmas Market. We've, I think, made a strong case to kill the Seattle Christmas Market on this panel so far. And I'm too intimidated to go up against Juno on this one. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I clarify? Wait, so are you saying that if we kill the Seattle Center Christmas event, we also kill all of the Santas involved with SantaCon?
Yes, I believe that is what we're doing.
Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
We're reinforcing every stereotype about serial killers that people outside the Pacific Northwest have about people in Seattle.
I say we kill SantaCon because there is only one Santa.
That's right. That's the thing that is confusing there is like, we need the big guy to just come down and say, stop impersonating me. We have to really stick with the genuine article, right? And I think, personally that Santa belongs on Christmas Eve, getting into your house after everyone's asleep, eating your food, and leaving you things, and the rest of it maybe we can skip. Okay, so we're gonna kill SantaCon and Christmas Market. I think we're marrying Bait Shop? Yeah?
Yeah, for the rest of my life. I mean, every December, it's the place to be. Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
But then that means that we're kissing Santa's lap?
No, I'm making out with Bait Shop, and I'm going to marry Mall Santa.
Oh my gosh, you and Mall Santa are going to be so happy together. I'm so happy for you guys. That's amazing.
We're gonna have such beautiful kids that live on nothing but Cinnabon and leftover pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I can't do any better than that. We've got to wrap that right there. Wrap it up in a bow for Christmas and put it under the tree. That is Kiss, Marry, Kill edition. My incredible panelists have been Juno Men, comedian and co-host of the Moth Storytelling Slam here in Seattle. And Juno, how can people follow you?
People can find me online on Instagram at Seattle Juno.
At Seattle Juno, Juno, and Betty Wetter, Seattle drag queen, host of the monthly drag variety show Tush at the Clockout Lounge. How can folks follow you, Betty?
They can follow me on Instagram at Betty Wetter or itgetswetter.com. We'll have all the tickets. You should come see a show sometime. We have a great time down on Beacon Hill.
Thank you so much, panelists. This has been an honor, and Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and enjoy your holidays. Thanks for listening to Soundside. Don't forget you can listen live on KUOW 94.9 Seattle at noon and 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday, or anytime right here online at KUOW.org, or of course on your favorite podcast app.